YouTube, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be riding my motorcycle, my first attempt at a motovlog. Who knows how this is going to go? Probably going to be very awkward, I assume, but gotta try just to see. I'm bored. Why not? This is post-COVID time, so you kind of run out of things to do. That's not video games. Anyways, today we're going to be riding my Yamaha FJ-09. Had this bike for almost a year now, 2016. Got it used, all farkled out. Got the engine guards. I didn't put those on. The previous owner put those on. The lights, the beak, which makes the Yamaha FJ-09 look a little angrier, which looks great. Hand guards with the signal lights on it. I got the top box on today. It's so ugly. It's so ugly with the top box, but man, this thing is so functional. I invariably end up stopping somewhere, and this fits the full face helmet and some groceries. So I always end up using it. The side cases look better, but the top box is just so much more functional. And if you buy something heavy, you don't have to worry about putting it on the right side. The other day I went to the liquor store to buy some alcohol for a friend, and I ended up buying 3 bottles, and I had to put 2 bottles on one side and 1 bottle on the other side of the side bags, and it was just, if I had the top box, I could just put it in the top box. Also had the pad on the top box, just because the one time my wife wanted to ride, she used it, but now she doesn't really care for riding that much. I don't blame her. It's not that comfortable. It's not that fun. But anyways, we're going to head out to some roads that are not straight and flat like the entirety of the city of Houston. Let's get that there. And yeah, just do a little vlog and see how it turns out. This is probably going to be really, really clunky because it's my first attempt at it, but we'll see. I'm sure I can iron out some kinks and figure out what works best. If the audio stinks, I'm sorry. Just trying to figure this crud out. Oh, yeah, another thing that the previous owner of this motorcycle put on was this Black Widow exhaust. Pretty nice looking exhaust. It was longer than I thought. It kind of goes underneath the kickstand there. But it's a nice sounding exhaust. For this, I had a Yamaha XSR 700, and that had the stock exhaust, which was really quiet. It kind of sounded like the scooter, but if you revved it up, it sounded really good, and I always thought I'd put another exhaust on that. But with that Yamaha XSR 700, it's just a naked bike. You're just out there in the elements, and a naked bike, upright, you're just getting blown around by the wind. It's pretty annoying after a while. Anyways, like I said today, we're going to be going out west of Houston just so I can get out of Highway City and places with some turns, unlike the highways that we'll spend at least 40 minutes getting on to. Anyways, let's stop chit-chatting. Let's ride this baby. While the FJ-09 is tall and adventure-like, does not really like to go off-road at all. It's very bad at off-road. I took it in some gravel the other day, and it was pretty fun, but also scary. And for as tall as it is, the clearance isn't that great. You hear a lot of owners knocking out their drain plug and stuff like that. Hello, Mr. Biker Man. Like I said, I got to get out of the city just to find somewhere to ride. Houston, probably one of the worst places to ride a motorcycle. Extremely boring. There's too many highways. If you have a bike without a fairing or any kind of wind protection, you just, on the highways for so long, it can get pretty tiresome. It's warmed up. I can rev it up a little bit, see what it sounds like. Wake some neighbors up. Yeah, that's obnoxious. All right. Let's go. All right. That triple does wind up really fast. It's a great motor. Triples are pretty weird. The inline fours kind of are characteristically smooth and nice to ride, and the twins, your parallel, your V-twins, are always characteristically lumpy and have a nice sound to it. And the triple is it's somewhere in the middle. It's definitely got some character to it, and it's pretty smooth, and it revs pretty fast. It's right in the middle. It's a nice sweet spot. I do prefer the sound of the twin compared to the triple. Even that the XSR 700, which has the MT-07 engine from Yamaha in it, sounds a little better than this triple to me. But people have their opinions. That's just mine. I gotta say, it's weird. Doing my first moto vlog, I watch so many moto vlogs, and I'm like, and some of them are extremely boring, but I get so into them. I'll just run across a random YouTuber that has a moto vlog, and I don't know, I guess it seems weird doing it now because you're essentially talking to yourself, and I constantly wonder if people are listening to me every time I go to a stoplight. But talking about this motorcycle, this Yamaha FJ-09, 2016, prior to the change to the Tracer 900, it's missing a few of the extras that the Tracer 900 has. The new Tracer 900 has the quick shifter on it, cruise control. It's a little nicer. But this, when I saw this bike, it just had everything that I wanted on it already. I didn't have to spend the money. I had the Yamaha XSR 700 for about a year, which is not good turnover. Wasn't good spending on my part. Definitely could have been a little bit smarter about my purchase. But you don't really know what you want. Like with motorcycles, you kind of just, you get really passionate about them, and you think you want something, and then you ride it, and from a practical standpoint, you're like, that's not really what I needed. And that's how it was with the XSR. I loved that bike. It was a fantastic motorcycle, but it just was not great for highways. It did the speed just fine. It was a fast motorcycle. It did highway speeds just fine, but just no wind protection at all can get pretty bad on the highways all the time. And I like to do distance every now and then. My dad is a Harley rider, and I enjoy going out and riding with him. And he goes on pretty long trips, and I've always wanted to join him. And now with this FJ, I finally have a bike that's kind of in between. It'll do distance, but it's still sporty, it's still fun, and still interesting. Anyways, this highway is going to get boring, so we're going to pick back up when we're a little bit closer to funner roads. Okay. All right. Well, we're back. Like I was saying before, you just have to go on highways so much in Houston. So unfortunately, you missed about 40 minutes of going straight on the highway. Just can't record everything, I guess. But finally, we're kind of at a spot where you don't have to go straight. Gotta tell you, if you're thinking about getting a motorcycle in Houston, I hope you like going straight. This Yamaha will do it. It'll do pretty long stretches of highway. It's not super fun, and it's not the most comfortable way to do it. The FJ kind of likes to go fast, but she'll do long stretches. That's the point of this bike, is, you know, get somewhere far away and do it relatively comfortably, and then get to your fun destination, your twisty roads and all that good stuff, and then have a lot of fun there. But finally, we are at some twistier roads. All right, finally, I can turn. Oh, exhilarating. Like you ride 40 minutes to do like 2 turns, and that sums up Houston's riding speed. I'm picking on Houston. I like Houston just fine. There's one of these curves that always seems, I can't remember where it's at, it always just seems impossibly long. Like, am I doing a complete circle? I don't think it's this one. It might be this one. Nope, it's not this one. I don't know where that one is. Oh, I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. In Houston, these are like fun signs. Hey, you get to turn. Exciting. Oh, I think it's this one. Yep, it's this one. So long. Yahoo! Okay. This is where I get lost. I know I have to turn at some point to the right, and it might have been back there. You know, I don't think so. I don't think it was back there. We'll figure it out. That's the point of the motorcycling thing, is that you just go somewhere and you figure it out. Again, I know at some point I turn right, and then I turn right again, and I do this little loop out here, but I almost always have the GPX file pulled out because I always miss the turn if I don't. It's a nice tree. The loveliest of trees. Maybe it's here. Maybe this is where I turn. You know what? This looks familiar. I think this is where I turn. Yeah. I've done this ride so many times, and I still kind of forget where I'm going. Waved at that guy. Oh, I feel so bad for the people that work on construction projects out in Houston. It's just unbearably hot this time of year. Just awful. Okay. Now, at some point, I do turn right. Again, I think it's going to have to be one of the things I just see. I have no idea where I'm at. Just for reference, this is, so, got the main city of Houston, and this is well west of it, off of I-10 for about 40 minutes. So you can find some twisty roads out in Houston and some 2-lane highways and stretches that are nice and fun, but if you live anywhere near the city, it's just miserable. Okay, one of you guys is going to have to pass. Oh, that might be fun over there. I might go that way at some point. But down there, I don't know if it's fun and twisty. I know somewhere around here. Okay, at one point I lost the audio. I don't know when that happened, but we're back. It is pretty out here. Nice straight road. Let's see what the roll-on's like. We're at 70 in 6th gear. 80. do like this engine a lot. I was just kidding about that whole 100 part. I was only doing, 35. I think I only got up to 25. Definitely not illegal at all. Another turn, exciting. I'm always scared somebody's gonna blow through this intersection here. There's also a bit of gravel from there. Lazy Eye Ranch. I wonder if the owner of that ranch has a lazy eye. Kind of started as a joke. Started a ranch. And it's like, oh, you got a lazy eye. Let's name your ranch after that thing. Since this is my first moto vlog, I'm using just equipment that I have. It's better YouTube vloggers that have these really nice cameras and really nice recording equipment, and I'm using some crappy Cine mic and an old GoPro that I bought like 4 years ago. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I know what it was. I was going to say, I don't know what prompted me to bring this out, and it's because I'm extremely bored. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I thought I was about to have to take this thing through some water. I just washed it. That guy looked like he had way too much fun. Probably took it in the water on purpose. Okay, we are all fueled up. I'm going to reset my trip gauge since the gas gauges are garbage on most motorcycles, it seems. Okay. There's definitely more comfortable bikes out there for doing some serious mileage and even having fun on the twisties, you know, like Yamaha's FJ-09. I bet that's a really fun bike to ride. Hello, what's this guy got? Oh, that's a ZX14. Very cool. Yeah, big old tank bag on it. That thing looks awesome. Now that is one of those bikes. I'm going to pull up behind him. That's one of those bikes that you can do some mileage on. Pretty comfortable. And I wonder if he's getting on I-10 too. If he does, he's probably going to roll it on hard and make me look like a little girl. Alright, let's keep up with this guy. Not even close. Alright, I'm not going to follow you this time, dude. You're too fast for me. I'm too much of a sissy. Alright, well, this is that highway I was talking about, so let's cut the shit.